Hi, my name is Robert.
And I'm Aaron, and we're with Galfer Braking Systems. And today we're going to go over how to do a standard two-line Galfer brake line install. And so we've got our brake line tech, Robert, here, who is going to be assisting with the installation, basically how to do it, how to route it, and how to do the full install. So what we have is a two-line kit, which means there's going to be two lines coming from your master cylinder or your lever down to one line to each caliper. You use the double banjo bolt, which is included with your kit. It's going to be the longer of the 3 bolts. That's going to be at your master cylinder. There's going to be some crush washers involved, and we're going to go from there.
We're going to start with the master cylinder lines. We have, like I said, we have 2 lines. One's longer than the other. The longer line will be your left caliper. The shorter will be your right caliper. The positioning of the banjo fittings with the banjo bolt will follow as double banjo bolt, washer, right line, washer, left line, washer, and you proceed to master cylinder.
So on your stock setup, most of the time what you're going to have is a single line running from your master cylinder or lever down to your right caliper, and then a brake line from your right caliper jumping over your fender to your left caliper. With our standard 2-line setup, we do eliminate that. The left line is also going to come straight from the master cylinder, so do not try to install the left line jumping from caliper to caliper because you're going to have way too much slack. So 2-line setup, 2 straight down from your master cylinder, left caliper, right caliper. The stock lines are off the bike. We've got the cap off the reservoir and all the fluid is drained, and now we are ready to install the new Galfer brake line system. To make this easier on the install process, we're going to take the master cylinder and we're going to tilt it up so it's just easier to access. You're going to want to cover the bike anywhere that you're going to be removing the banjo bolts. So even removing your stock system, you're going to want to cover the bike because brake fluid will drip. So there's no way around it. It's going to happen. So before you start uninstalling the stock lines or before you put on the new ones and start bleeding, you are going to want to cover the bike. We have them up near the master cylinder. We also do have them down by the calipers. It's important that you don't get brake fluid on the rotor surface or the pads. It's going to be trouble for you in the long run if you do.
Now we're going to go over the routing of a 2-line kit, 2 from the master cylinder down to each caliper.
And so just like the master cylinder, you want to have a crush washer between the bolt and the banjo fitting. So you've got a crush washer on both sides of the fitting, and then you can thread it directly into the caliper.
Each bike is different. Galfer does supply a 2-line clip that will accommodate the OEM and remove the OEM clip from the triple clamp. If you noticed here, we have 2 from the master cylinder traveling down to your right caliper and your left caliper. The 2-line clip will go to the OEM bracket triple clamp. Do take note that all Galfer brake lines are pre-positioned, meaning the orientation of the fitting is designed to go with the manufactured master cylinder or calipers. The actual fitting comes preset, so you could just pull it out of the package and install it with no kinks or curves.
So once you have your 2-line kit all installed, you want to reposition the master cylinder to where you're actually going to use it, so that it's comfortable for you. Because we moved it in order to make it easier on us for the installation. You can now move it back so that you can do the bleeding process.